A premium night out at the theater in Sacramento comes with a premium price tag. Once you factor in fees, a single ticket easily crosses the $100 mark. Spending that much capital can lead to buyer's remorse, especially when people purchase tickets just because they recognize the title of the show. Usually, that disappointment has nothing to do with the quality of the acting. It happens because the buyer didn't account for the physical format of the venue. We are going to look at Broadway Sacramento's 2026 season and see where the entertainment value actually lives across the different stages. Matching your expectations to the specific venue format can be the difference between a high-value experience and a wasted ticket. Broadway Sacramento operates two entirely different theatrical models, Broadway On Tour and Broadway at Music Circus. The first branch, Broadway On Tour, is hosted at the Safe Credit Union Performing Arts Center. This provides a standard theater experience, traditional proscenium sightlines, massive touring set pieces, and replica Broadway spectacles. Then we have the second branch, Broadway at Music Circus, which takes place at the UC Davis Health Pavilion. This uses a theater-in-the-round format. It features bespoke local staging, heavily reduced physical sets, and an extremely intimate seating arrangement. If you buy a ticket expecting a towering physical set at the Music Circus or extreme front-row intimacy at the Performing Arts Center, you are likely to leave disappointed. The Music Circus stage is completely surrounded by seats. The aisles you walk down are the exact paths the actors use to make their entrances. The primary artistic advantage here is extreme intimacy. Even in the farthest row, no patron is more than a few dozen feet from the action, but that proximity creates a physical limitation. The production did not use large traditional set pieces because they would block the view for half the audience. This also means you have to accept that the actors will inevitably have their backs turned to your section throughout the night. The theater-in-the-round layout shifts the focus. It relies less on visual spectacle and places almost all the weight on emotional, vocal-forward performance. This is the official seating chart for the UC Davis Health Pavilion. Let's look at where your dollar goes furthest. The yellow inner ring is the Price 1 tier, covering rows A through H. This premium rate gets you sweat-on-the-brow proximity to performers. Proximity has a specific cost here. Because you're looking across a flat stage at floor level, you're often looking directly at the audience seated on the opposite side, which can break your immersion. Moving to the other edge, the red ring marks the Price 3 tier, rows R through U, a budget-friendly entry point. However, these outer seats sacrifice the venue's primary selling point, functioning more like a distant balcony view. If you plan to attend multiple shows, the 2026 season ticket package offers clear financial incentives, including up to 25% savings and free exchanges. The risk is that you have to put up the capital up front, and you are locked into a slate of shows you might otherwise skip. Looking at the 2026 lineup, this risk is higher for families due to mature themes. Jesus Christ Superstar features an on-stage crucifixion and a suicide, while Young Frankenstein relies heavily on adult sexual innuendo. On the other side of the spectrum, Disney's Frozen and A Christmas Carol serve as the universally accessible, family-safe anchors of the season. The return on a season ticket package drops significantly if your family is forced to skip 2 or 3 shows due to content mismatches. The true cost of your theater experience requires factoring in the logistics of the entire evening. For a pre-show dinner, Prelude Kitchen and Bar is a primary option, offering a farm-to-table menu within walking distance of the venue. But pairing fine dining with a show adds a layer of complexity. It increases your overall budget and demands strict time management to make sure you are in your seat before the curtain goes up. A successful, stress-free night out requires optimizing your entire timeline because your investment stretches far beyond the 2 hours spent inside the auditorium. To find the right fit for 2026, we can look at the season through 3 specific categories based on what you prioritize. First is the traditionalist. If you want massive replica Broadway sets, you should skip the Music Circus and buy tickets for the Broadway On Tour series instead. Next is the optimizer. If you prioritize vocal performance and unique staging, you should invest in the Music Circus and secure seats in the Price 1 or Price 2 tiers. Music Circus is definitively an actor's medium. It rewards audiences who prioritize raw performance over elaborate production design. Finally, we have the family budgeter. If you have young children, avoid the full 6-show season ticket so you can bypass the mature themes of the adult-oriented shows. Instead, focus on buying single tickets specifically for Frozen and A Christmas Carol. For these specific family shows, use the cheaper Price 3 seats. This lets you introduce your kids to live theater while strictly controlling your total entertainment budget. Sacramento offers top-tier theatrical experiences across the board, but the value you get for your dollar depends on matching the format of the venue to your personal expectations. Understanding how you prefer to consume theater is just as critical as deciding what show you are going to watch.